Hey guys, welcome to Oxman Garage. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. So in today's video, we're doing an honest review of the barrel blaster. This is a 55-gallon drum that's turned into a sandblasting cabinet. So I've owned this tool for about 5 years now, and I probably have over 100 hours on it. So in this video, I'm going to be going over 4 things: specifications, features, installation, and a quick review. Alright, so now I'm going to go over the specifications and the features. So obviously this is a 55-gallon drum, and this is going to measure 33 by 23. This is 18 gauge steel, and the company will never use a used barrel. They'll always buy a brand new barrel. So this includes the blasting gun, the gloves, the light fixture, the shop vac connection, the air chuck, which hooks up to the hose to the gun. You'll get the hopper with the drain, and then the stand with all the hardware to put it together. So there is a 16 by 12 viewing area, and you'll get the replaceable plastic sheets to put over the plexiglass to protect it from abrasive material. So inside there's a 19 gauge steel grate that you're going to rest your item on that's getting blasted. There are replaceable parts found on their website, and I'll put a link in the description of where you can find this. This retails for $349 plus shipping, and the greatest part about this, it's made in the United States in the great state of Texas. Alright guys, so before we go to the install, I just want to talk about a couple upgrades that I did to my barrel blaster. So one, I was able to modify the switch. Before, there's this one switch that'll just operate the light fixture. I hardwired their plug-in with the light fixture and the shop vac. So I can turn on the light, and then I can turn on the shop vac, and I got the shop vac hardwired right into the barrel blaster. So that is a nice little upgrade that I did. The other upgrade I did was I put a shelf on the bottom. So if you take this board off right here, you'll see on either side there's a nice little ledge. If you just want to cut some boards to length and let the spider go, you can make a nice little shelf on the bottom, or you can put your shop vac here, put your blaster material, or any extra parts. So, and then lastly, I put some casters on the bottom, some wheel casters, so I can wheel this around in the shop. On the bottom part of the legs, there's a little hole there that will allow you to put in a wheel of some sort, so you can roll this around in the shop. So those are the upgrades I did to my barrel blaster. Alright, so for the installation, it's super easy. It's very, 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 very easy. A child can do this. When this comes to you, it's going to be in a big box, and I'll show you off to the side what the box looks like. They pack it very well, and they only go with like FedEx or UPS shipment, and it's always packed very well. So when you get the box, you're going to unbox the barrel, and everything's going to be inside the barrel. So all you're going to do is pop this hatch right here, and you're going to find that the hopper, the gloves, the gun, the window viewing area up here, it's all going to be inside the barrel. So everything you need, the legs, everything, hardware, it's going to be inside here. You're going to pull everything out, and then everything is going to be self-explanatory. Like, they even go and number all the parts where they need to be by each other. So this cross beam right here is going to have a 6, and this leg right here is going to have a 6. Then over here, this leg is going to have a 5, and this part of that beam is going to be 5. So everything's numbered. Super easy to install. I don't even think you would need the instructions. You just take a look at it and go. So here is the shop vac connection right here. You're going to screw that in there, and then you're going to want to get some sort of adapter with your shop vac, depending on what size diameter hose you have on your shop vac, and it's going to hook in right here. Here's the air chuck right here, or the fitting. It's going to get screwed in right here, and then inside your hose is going to come in through that other side right there, And then obviously the collector hose is coming down to collect all the material, the abrasive material to go to the gun. Everything is super easy. The gloves here I think are already attached, but if not, there's a band clamp right here on both of them that attaches the gloves. And for the viewing area, you got all these little screws right here you need to screw in, and underneath you're going to have that little foam that's going to be under there to kind of seal it, and also on the hopper too. So you got all the screws and the foam is underneath there. So super easy install. All right, I'm going to show you how easy it is to replace the plastic sheet on top. So when you get your blaster barrel, you'll get like 5 or 6 sheets so you can replace the plastic sheet over the plexiglass. So to remove the viewing area, all these little thumb screws or wing nuts, you just want to turn them all off to the side, and then you can remove the window. And then what you want to do is you want to peel the old one off. If you're getting this brand new, make sure you put this on because you don't want to damage your plexiglass. And see how brand new that is. I would say this is about, I don't know, 5 hours or so used on one of these sheets. So when you get your new sheet, you're going to have this little sticky part right here. So you want to take off the sticky tape. Alright, so once you got it on there, just flip it back over. Make sure the plastic side is on the bottom. And then you're putting these over like that. Super simple. Just a quick note, whenever you're operating the barrel blaster, this is one of the intakes for the barrel. So when you turn on your shop vac, you should see pressure right here. So if you put your hand up to here, you should feel suction. Make sure your blaster barrel isn't up against the wall or anything where something's going to get sucked in here. Make sure you have a good couple feet in front of here so this is nice and clear. Anytime that your gloves don't get inflated, like there's air in them, then you know that you have some kind of blockage or you're not getting any suction from the shop vac. So make sure your connections are all airtight when you're installing the viewing area and the hopper, and make sure your latch is on nice and tight because this needs to be airtight. So really quick on the light, I'm using an LED 60 watt equivalent to an incandescent. So make sure you use something that will be safe for a sandblasting cabinet. If it takes direct fire, you don't want it to shatter or break. So yeah, mine's plastic, and this is the second one I've had in 5 years. All right, so now we're going to use the barrel blaster. So I have a part right here. This is an oil filter adapter. This is all aluminum construction. So an oil filter screws in right here, and then this bolts into the block. So anytime you're going to be using a sandblasting cabinet, you want to make sure that your part is oil free. There aren't any large deposits that are going to come off of this because you don't want to clog the gun. And lastly, make sure you tape off all the areas that you don't want your sandblaster to penetrate, and also put a plug in any ports. So we're going to sandblast this part with the barrel blaster, and we'll check it out. Alright, so here's my part right here. It looks brand new. I'm using a glass abrasive. This works great with aluminum or softer metals. So you want to make sure you're using the appropriate abrasive with the type of metal or whatever you're sandblasting. I'm operating at 100 psi on my compressor, so if you're using a different type of abrasive that would need more psi or less psi, make sure you look that up and find out what you need to set your pressure at. Alright guys, so the review is in. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 stars. This is a great quality sandblasting cabinet. Before this, I had a Harbor Freight that the quality just wasn't there. It was leaking, it was falling apart. So I got rid of that and I got the Barrel Blaster, and I've owned this for like 5 years and it's been a great quality product. The Barrel Blaster company has been in business in Texas for over 28 years. They're not going anywhere. I'll have a link in the description where you can find the website where you can purchase this, and you can find all the replacement parts if you need to get more window plastic sheets. So this is going to wrap up this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. Comment down below if you have any comments or questions. So again, this is Josh with Oxman Garage.